Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
And I am Amabel.
and
And
welcome
I'm
back.
Amabel.
You almost got it. Welcome back to the Blueprints, where I went and I took a picture of the opening day's
hmm
image of this. Nothing's missing. All the stuff.
I didn't think so.
Maybe it was only on the particular day that the prophecy was given to us that there was a thing missing, and the gate was open, or I don't know. Or maybe it was a prophecy of a thing yet to come, right?
I guess that's how prophecies work.
I guess that is how prophecies work.
And Hank Azaria is a pretty good prophet. You know, that last season of Brockmire really you want to do this?
It's a future that seems extremely plausible. Yeah, the trading post, we still haven't really gotten to see how the trading post works because we haven't had any items to take in there. But yeah, we got to see the shrine at some point. Just making sure we're not missing anything cool. Hi. Making an offering of money may result in the bestowal of a beneficial blessing that will last for several days.
Yeah, just do it. Yeah.
Okay. Here's all the money. You have received the blessing of the High Roller. Each time you draft a shop room, get a die, gain 5 coins every time you roll a die. Blessing duration 3 days. That's pretty rad.
That's pretty good.
Is there anything else in this room at all? Doesn't seem like it.
No.
Better
Don't
not.
do it.
My suspicion is it just cancels your blessing.
Or the statue comes to life and the day just ends.
Yeah. You wake up in your camp with a terrible headache.
Like I wouldn't mind just like a jump scare. Oh, your run ended. Somewhere in here. Like I think that'd be rad. If you're gonna be random and capricious, just give us something like really awful and mean.
To be clear, I would mind.
What if it was sick and rad? What if the statue was sick and rad?
What if it was a really cool jump scare?
Had lightning coming out of its fingers?
Lightning's pretty exciting. Alright, so there's a chance that the library will not be facing the correct direction, but I think this is a reasonable draft. Alright. Okay, no, that's lucky. The library is, in fact, facing away from the hallway. So let's see if we can get something cool. Also, magnifying glass, free cool stuff. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I don't think there's anything in here to magnify, mechanically speaking. It's a good book, though. And it's nice to have the magnifying glass early in the run, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. The study is probably... I probably want to just take the aquarium. Oh, no, I can't take the aquarium. I don't have any gems. And I definitely don't want to take the weight room. So, study it is.
We still haven't figured out the point of the weight room.
It does
Like,
what it says it does.
I mean, it feels like there should be some kind of.
I mean,
There
red
should be
rooms
more
are
to the weight
broadly bad, but
Yeah,
also we do know that there's there's a false wall in the weight room. We just don't know the tools
Right,
to access
right.
it.
Well, that's the part I forgot.
So there's still the matter of the safe in this room that we haven't figured out. The Black Queen's date, maybe? Which would be... maybe the date of... I wasn't paying close enough attention to have written it down. The date of her death, maybe? If the Black Queen is indeed... what's her name? Epson. Unfortunately, I just don't feel like we know. All right, and the extra reroll effect of that room is going to be of very, very low value, unless we can find ourselves an awful lot of gems. So let's go do that. Well, it's a start. Do I want to put my one key into this lock?
One of your 3 keys into the lock? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. All right, I think dice are a really good pull here.
Especially because every time you roll, you get 5 coins.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
This should be really good for us, actually. What they do not give us is more gems.
Reroll.
You think? Versus
Yes.
just taking the observatory?
Yes. I mean, do it the way you want to
I'm gonna overrule that. Seems like an insane... that seems like an insane expenditure of resources to avoid a very good room.
The earlier you can get the pool, the pool, the... Okay, this is a pretty good room.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm with you on the pool thing. Like, we want the pool, but sanity's got to win out.
Getting 10 coins looking for it's not a bad...
I think the drawing room is pretty good here. It gives us some more ability to check. I wonder if we will get... Well, no, I think the way the bonus was worded, it was specifically when you use dice, right? We're not going to get coins on the drawing room rerolls.
No.
That commissary. When we have this much money, it's hard to pass up the commissary.
If that's what you want. Oh, directing the shop room did get you a die.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, sledgehammer's less exciting than some of the other options, but, you know, we could make the power hammer, perhaps.
You know, if we're able to draft the bookshop and use the dice, we might be able to get one of those books added to the library. Oh, do you just want to grab the... Well, no, that kills the run, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, we can't take it right now. It's a kick in the... That's a kick in the slats, as they say. Amabel. As they say.
Okay.
I think I'm just going to take the closet.
All right.
There's no sense in drafting the chapel to run through the chapel to hit a weird room, right? All right, more chance of loose items and a gems. Not a bad pull at all. Corridor is a little bit just kicking the can down the hall as far as, like, trying to get meaningful stuff goes. This might be a redraw moment. Well, I you know what? The bedroom's not bad here.
Okay.
Because if we're trying to draw the pool, we probably don't want to be on the wall of the house. with all the extra green rooms in the.
Okay.
It actually makes good sense to steer inward. Wow. Honestly, I kind of thought the rumpus room was a thing you could only get really far in. I don't think we've ever seen the rumpus room anywhere near the fourth tier before. I feel like it's been like an 8 or 9 most of the time.
Yeah. And get the courtyard?
Yeah, the rumpus room is like a bunch of coins and often a gem and a prophecy versus the courtyard, which, yeah, the courtyard so often just has like a free good item in it, and then also reasonable chance for chests, and yeah, that's really good. That's a pretty decent haul. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping we were gonna get a free shovel out of it, but that's good. It's still good.
Yeah.
I think this is a bad position for the boiler room.
So let's redraw.
We have a lot of steps left. I might actually be okay with the gymnasium in this position.
Okay.
We're not going to be strongly incentivized to run back through here, I don't think. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. Just get some less than exciting rooms out of the deck. Okay. Here I am going to redraw. Room that gives gems pretty good on a day when you have the gem reroll effect. Okay, so this is the only true box. The gems in the other box, or the gems are in the other box with a true statement. And one of the other boxes is true. So if this is true and that's true, this is false, and the gems are in here, and that all holds, right? That's a valid.
Yeah, that's the only one I see that's valid.
That was a pretty straightforward one, I feel like. Okay.
The pool.
Pool, not a terrible position. Yeah, that's good. Connects us to the foundation, and in doing so, buys us another room. Although I think let's try open this first. Yeesh.
There's the pump room.
Yeah. Yeah, there sure is the fucking pump room.
I say put down the pump room, and then we just try to draw the boiler with our redraws. And
yeah,
I mean, this does kill the run, but if this is what we get out of the run,
yeah,
being able to drain that thing.
And we have a lot of steps. We might be able to do all of the readjustment. Weird. Okay, so the only thing that matters now is that we draw the boiler.
Yeah.
Right, so we are using dice. We are redrawing.
I think go for it.
Boy, Amabel, go for it
Yeah.
could mean literally anything.
I mean, you redraw. Let's find that
Okay.
boiler. Let's keep fishing for it. It's supposed to be
The
common.
drafting studio is interesting. Well, a thing I'm thinking is I'm realizing I don't know for sure that we can get the boiler on the wings. I don't know that we've ever seen it on the wings. Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Mailroom then. Right? This is a mailroom.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense to code check. We really don't have a good sense of like what can come in from the mailroom. So this we read. Letter from Dad. Doesn't seem like there's any particular reason to magnify anything. It's been a while since we were in here, so I'm just, making sense of it all. No conduits. This old thing. More detailed instructions sent by electronic mail to the address the client has provided. But unfortunately, the email system is completely down, right? They ever prove he was the one that stole the Baron's mail? Denny Ravane.
Okay.
Did they ever prove he was the one that stole the Baron's mail? I wonder how that might be relevant. All right, well, next time we find the mailroom, it's got stuff in it. And then we're just done, right?
We can go to the entrance hall and get a couple rooms.
Oh, I'm sorry. We can still do part of the pump room thing. We can get the boat moved over.
Right?
So we want the reservoir filled to, I think it's one below. So
Okay.
how am I gonna do this? Because we can't interrupt the we can't interrupt the functionality. So 3, 4, and then we got to get another 3 in. So we would just dump the kitchen. It's actually not a problem. Blueprints. Okay, so now we want to dump the full water supply from the kitchen into one of the tanks. It's this pipe. Okay. I think in theory now we should be able to go do that thing. So I said, yeah, we're not even going to need to run through the gymnasium a bunch, but we totally, you know what, we're going to run through the gymnasium and then through the bedroom, so it's going to cancel out. Okay.
Okay.
Oh. These don't matter, but we got them. I don't know. I guess it's not impossible that we pull, like, the coat check and then... I don't know that I would coat check the car keys even then. The right way to do this is, observatory. Don't need a workshop. I don't think we likely have good items right now. But, okay. That's almost a power hammer. pretty close to a power hammer. And code check.
Code check.
What do you think?
The lever seems harder to come across than the other. We won't buy it at the store or anything.
Yeah, okay. I buy that.
Do you want to put your additional 16 coins into the shrine?
Ooh. I do. I do want to do that.
I don't know if it's going to let you or not, but...
Nope, it's not.
Okay.
We could take back the gold and then see if it'll let us put more in.
I don't want to risk angering the statue.
Okay. It's probably something we should play with at some point, but I do like the High Roller Blessing a lot, and I would not want to cancel it. Okay, so... Wait.
We're going to the underground thing.
Can we get to the right part of it?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I don't think we can reach the boat from here.
That might be true.
Well, now that we've opened up a bunch of doors down there, though, yeah, let's just go. Let's go in and see. Okay, so the boat's accessible from over there. With this hallway opened, no, we can't. We have to get shit. This is the right height, though.
Okay.
So we have to come in from the tomb.
Okay.
I think. Wait. There's a map of the underground in here? Where's that map? Do you remember?
I don't.
Because we saw a full comprehensive map.
I know you took a picture of it, but
Oh, that's right. I did take a picture of it. Well, what the fuck do I need this for? So that goes to where we just were.
Right, there's a whole thing with raising the gear here, isn't there? So there's a whole part of this we haven't.
No, we
yet.
we made use of that though.
All right.
It was necessary to set up the alignment like we have it.
Okay.
I solved the shit out of this puzzle, Amabel. Everybody was very impressed, except you, apparently.
I was so impressed it gave me brain damage. And then I forgot.
Yeah. I have that effect on
the day then.
I have that effect on a lot of women. All right. Let me look at the screenshot real quick. Just make sure that there's no way around. At this point, we have a lot of screenshots. Amabel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind.
Yes?
I was gonna say, did I not take a screenshot actually? But no, I did. So no, we can't get down there from here. the ways that we could access the reservoir, the currently boat side of the reservoir, are via the tomb or via the fountain. And we still have not even seen the fountain. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Because we have enough steps left that I was feeling like we could do this, run down, move the thing over, and then readjust it and find out what's in that tunnel. Well, we probably want to leave we probably want to leave it at this height then, so that when we do find the tomb next. So yeah, I guess we're calling it a day then. Feels like a little bit of a shame. Blueprints. I mean, this is what it is, right? Like you gotta, to do this thing, you gotta find the pump room a bunch of times. It's really an architect's villa if you think about it. If you really consider it. Amabel.
Okay.
You beautiful baby.
Aren't enough windows in the house? We don't really see many windows from the inside.
Well, I mean, every time we're in a room that's on one of the wings.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel...
But you're right that the interior rooms of the house do not have windows to the outside. I don't know that's necessarily their fault.
As far as architectural design goes, it's not like you don't get the nice, light from the window. Like I don't think it was an architect.
There's our tomb.
All right, let's go.
I think we had best not pass this up. So if we draw the pump room this time, then we actually can complete the thing. Run down here real quick.
Yeah.
All right, I have to manually pull this. Oh, right. While we're down here, I should move the arm of that statue for the cloister.
See if it does anything.
Yeah. See if we can pull the cloister and test a theory. All right, where is... It's this one. As luck would have it. All right, unfortunately, I did waste some steps there. Spent a step going back up and then another step coming back down. Okay, so... Here we go.
Look at his little tie. That's not necessary. What are you doing?
Wait, did we just push? We don't have an oar? The plan here is push off and hope?
I mean, he's a little rich kid. What?
He's so used to everything.
That's not a surprise.
He's so used to the road rising to meet him that... Well, it turns out it works just fine.
Okay, now, why did we move the boat over there again?
Because there's no way to access the boat from the lower height on the other side.
Ah, okay.
But this side has the stairs. So then we have to get to the pump room. We have to lower the water level to an appropriate level, and we don't know exactly what level that is. And then we come back down here and we sail into the... Well, sorry, sail. We gently push off into the thing.
Fountain?
Fountain. Fair point. Sorry, I was scratching my leg. All right, and a mere 59 steps with which to tackle the house. It's mailroom right away.
Yeah.
What's in my package? An amateur lockpick kit, amateur lockpick kit, a coupon book, and 2 keys is actually a pretty fucking good package. Yeah, I'm pretty jazzed about that actually. I guess this way. Oh, we don't have any gems. Pantry steers us away from the foundation, which I'm a little nervous about, but it is the pantry.
Banana.
A workshop's kind of compelling. The reading nook leads us in kind of a funny direction. So I think I like workshop here. Okay, sledgehammer. Not a bad start, I think. And then the West Wing Hall and the chapel are the rooms that don't dead end me. Ah, the conservatory. Nah, damn it. We don't have our first gem yet. Well, we can take the boudoir and get it. I wonder if I could be punching those in with the numpad. Be slightly faster. Any chance of something fun in the dead end? I mean, honestly, well, I was gonna say honestly, I don't hate, like, it's fine to dead end a lab, but I sure do dislike using our last gem. Maybe we just guess bedroom. It's really hard to know the value of an item like that.
Yeah.
All right, yep, we kind of got a boudoir just to keep the run running. It'd be helpful if we could get like just a little bit of a push here. Just something with some openings. Yeah, I mean the library's live either direction that it faces from here, and maybe it'll show us something cool.
Magnifying glass, sweetheart. Magnifying glass? The magnify. You heard me. What are you doing?
Did I though?
What are you doing?
Is there any evidence that I did though?
What are you doing?
What is that? I'm gonna be honest with you. I do wish it was facing the other way.
Yeah.
I guess we shouldn't draft it. We shouldn't call a book if we don't need one. Because that way, we at least can guarantee that the thing will be here when we want it to be here. So we got to rotate the dovecote, right? This is the only thing to do. But at least this gives us a little bit of security that we'll be able to get out of the room as well. I don't think there was anything on these. Yeah, okay. Turning east should arrive on Tuesday. If coast is not clear, lower the SD to warn us. Oops, not that. Pretty happy with extra gems. Pretty happy with lockpick kit, damn it. Okay. Again, if we're trying to draw the pool, I'm pretty sure we want to get away from the walls.
Okay.
So this seems, in addition to its yield, this seems like the wise choice. The gems are in the only box with a false statement. One of the other boxes is true. The gems are in the only box with a true statement. Okay, so if the middle box is true, then there are two true statements. If the middle box is false, then there are two true statements. Right?
Well, the middle box. The middle box is false.
Then there have
Then
to
it's
be
the only true statement,
what?
right?
Did you just say if it's false, it's true?
Right. Therefore, it's false.
If the middle box is false, then there can't be one true statement. So both the other boxes are true.
Yeah.
Okay. The gems are in the only box with a true statement. The gems are in the only box with a false statement. It's definitely not false. So this is true, which means one of these boxes are true. This says only one box is true, so that's bullshit. That means this is true, which means the gems are in the blue box. Right?
Okay.
Solid?
Yes. Yes, I agree.
Am I crazy?
That remains to be seen, but I think you're right on this.
Okay.
There's the fucking boiler room.
Well, we can't.
Motherfucker.
What? We can't take it. So
I'm so mad.
I'm getting that.
Commissary.
Yeah.
Give us a die, and the die will give us money.
And a shovel. Yeah, we want that more than a metal detector, right?
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Metal detectors make it easier to find more money. But we don't have any idea how much easier. We don't know what things mean. Nothing.
Right. So
Nothing means anything in here. We
have a
can
shovel.
get the coins for the thing.
We have a shovel and a hammer presently.
Yes.
So once we find our broken lever, which is in a coat check, we can make the power hammer.
Hooray, lockpicks. Okay, well. Don't love secret passage shoving us this far north. Do you want to just redraw here?
Yeah, let's redraw.
I'm a little scared to take billiard room without any rerolls.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty easy to dead end.
Yeah. That's true, a corridor as well, you know.
Well, at least the corridor... No, it's not. The corridor, like, literally any door out of the room.
All right.
What on earth? And that gave us the money for the metal detector. All right. Plus, this room is unlocked, which is great. I didn't want to get so deep so fast. The dark room. No, the dark room is like pretty not ideal here either. The pool's a 0 gems room, right?
Right.
All right.
As was the pump room. It's the boiler room.
If we take the dark room, we can't guarantee that we don't box ourselves into the corner because of the antechamber. feel a lot better with the extra doors, but I think we have to take the green room. I don't like any of this. Lockpick's coming through. Okay, observatory turns us into the big open space. Enjoy that. This is the skull. Right?
Yeah. It's taking a
1,
sweet
2,
time,
3, 4,
but-
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Was 12 the 12 was the skull?
Yeah.
What if I just don't click it?
Oh, it does it by clicking?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
What if I just don't click it? I don't know for sure that makes the effect not have happened. We've never tried this as a strategy before. I mean, the security room is sensible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, there it is. I guess we want to fuck up the thing here, right?
Okay.
And then we probably also want to remote into the lab.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, not that. This. Unlocked. And then... Oops. Okay. It sure does love to make you sit around.
That's a weird thing to say about blueprints. That's not respectful of your time.
Damn it. I didn't mean exit. I meant like back up. You know damn well what I meant, game. Okay, so the computer in the office actually can... I thought I remembered that the email was offline while the staff was away. But the computer in the office can access the email. Have we actually done that? Have we looked at it?
I don't think we've ever been in the office.
You might be right. All right, let's go to the laboratory. Try to have a fun experiment today. Waiting. The waiting. Always with the waiting. Okay. Whatever you spend... We're hoping to not have to interact with security doors. We do have a sledgehammer, so...
Yeah, and
Like-
there's a thing in the entrance hall if we end up if it comes to it.
Yeah. Like this, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Bit of a walk, but... Well, can't play the office, unfortunately. So I guess it's the drawing room, even though I don't really want to spend the gem. We'll have to get more gem. And we're doing okay on keys. Okay, so the gymnasium is one door out. The chapel is one door out.
I mean, I'd just do the redraw.
Yeah, probably. The thing is, we have a ton of steps, and the door that leads out from the gymnasium leads out into open space. So, like, every door off of the gymnasium is live.
Your call, sweetheart.
Basketball, -2 steps. I really don't want to play the boiler room until we've pulled the pool, right?
Okay.
We could get lucky or unlucky here with our lockpicks. Okay, so there's definitely something metal behind this door. I'm gonna start lockpicking. Okay. Well, I was hoping it was going to be a key. I don't know. No reason not to.
No.
I realized I had not actually tried that door. Courtyard's like actually pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, no, courtyard's like real good actually. Okay, turnip, cool. Not really super necessary for us. I think we're definitely gonna end this run with a bunch of steps. Okay, so the turnip's not really all that necessary for us.
Turnips.
Oh boy, that's not a lot of keys. Well, we did get keys from our experiment though.
Yeah.
1 key for every 2 hallways in the house turns out to be a key. Damn. All right. Chapel it is. It's a real shame. Being out of gems is bad. Okay, pool. Cannot draft pool.
The pool did not require a gem last time, I thought.
Well.
Yes, it did.
It might, it might be that that's not totally static. It seems like it is, but maybe...
I could be misremembering. My memory's pretty bad. Darebird! I am a darebird!
Yeah! So mighty. Alright. This is the part where... Damn it. Boy. Okay.
Yeah.
We gotta connect to the foundation. It feels pretty important to connect to the foundation. And I mean, this is food already. Delicious food. Have dinner. You know what? Not yet. We actually are trying to place the boiler room.
Yeah.
Maybe we can actually get lucky and get it. All right. This time we have the gem for the pool. But now we need to find another gem.
Might be a dirt pile on the foundation.
Yeah, can we pull gems from those?
I thought so, but maybe not.
We have steps. We can afford to be a little messy here. We can certainly pull worthless old tin cans.
And there's a box in the entrance hall. There might be a gem in there. I don't know if it's worth going back for it.
Certainly wouldn't be my first move. Ooh. Well. Closet it is, I guess. There's still the doors out of the courtyard and like... What's the other? Oh, the shoes.
The shoes. Shoes are not compelling right now.
Yeah, not what we're looking for. Okay.
Pump room. Okay.
So even if we can't do the full drain today, at the very least, we can get the water level down and do the do the boat thing.
Okay. I'm gonna suggest draft the pump room, but before you try to open the door off of it, let's find a gem so if we could pull the boiler room.
Yeah. Let's find a gem.
Well, let's.
What's your plan there, Sweet Pea?
There is a chest in the entrance hall. It might have a gem in it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, but really 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 steps from here.
Okay.
So we can't do that. We can't do that and then come back.
It's 21 steps, and there are 21 steps is 42.
Right, and then
49.
we can't get to the fucking boat.
But the water level remains.
Right, but we have to test this. We don't know what water level we're trying to put it on.
Okay. All right.
So it's below the midline, I think. We just don't know. So what are we looking at here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Well, you know what? Though we don't need to power the thing right now anyway, because we want to leave this on a certain level and then go look. And so that's going to involve going through the house. Like we'll get the entryway chests on the way out.
Okay.
So sorry, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's 13. There's 14 in total, and I think it's underneath halfway. Would it be easy for us to do 6? It would require us to pull 7 out. Yeah. 7's very doable. Right?
Okay.
I need to that, and then this valve got switched. Somebody's been in here. Wait, is that not? Oh, so sorry. It's this. This engine is the one. This is easy enough because we can just we can just put the water back in the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
The kitchen will only take 3 of the 4 units, and then we just grab 3 more out of the reservoir. And that will give us a below half height. It might be lower than this, but we really have no way of knowing. And it's not easy to adjust this value by like 1 point.
Yeah.
Okay. So I say let's try it like this. So you think let's leave the door because it does, I believe it does require a gem. Let's run all the way out of the place.
We're running all the way out of the place. We're not gonna have steps to come back anyway. So
No,
I
we
guess
are.
just
We're gonna have the steps to come back, but we're not gonna have the steps to necessarily leave again. Like, it's fine. Actually, with the steps from this, we might be okay even then. But like, I was worried about the steps necessary to go from the pump room to the entrance, back to the pump room, back out to the entrance, because that's what you have to do to test the boat. It's
right.
okay if we make the trip to the boat, then come back to the pump room and run out of steps before we get out again, because in that case we would leave the water level at the bottom, and then we could just pick it up later. I'm trying to make sure I'm not wasting steps though, so that's why I'm looking at the map over and over again. Apologies.
It'd be nice if they just gave you the map.
Yes,
in the corner.
Yes, the map should just be in the corner the whole time. There's a lot of little things like that that should be going on here. What else was for sale? The sleeping mask improves the amount of steps you get when you gain steps in a bedroom.
Yeah.
The first time you enter each bedroom with the sleep mask. So that'll actually matter here because we have to run through the normal bedroom.
Okay.
Oh, hey. We didn't have a shovel when we came here through here the first time. Cool. This is a circuitous path. All right, sleep mask is doing sleep mask stuff. So we don't have our battery pack. Can you make stuff with the mask? Seems like no. We know this is the thing. Oh, this is the thing that lights stuff up, right? Which we still didn't actually get to use before. And it doesn't take away any of the parts that we would need for a power hammer or something if we manage to make one.
If we get the battery, yeah. So let's...
Oh.
Why don't we make that again?
But yeah, we have an opportunity to light some stuff up. Let's do that. While we're out there. And then we have like pretty limited pieces remaining. There's the detector shovel. Well, actually, this is a dowsing rod. I mean, I'm curious. While drafting, dowsing rod points toward rooms that may contain more items today than usual. Oh, that's neat. That's a cute idea. And then at that point, we're definitely out of stuff, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the time in the run when you want to pick things like that up, but that's the silver key. Okay, pretty good. That really did boost our key count. So we're gonna run down here. I am afraid I will forget. And I don't know if this does anything or means anything. But there are torches in here, and I think they should be lightable. Amabel, there was shit just laying here that we
couldn't see it.
Couldn't access. Always draw tunnel while drafting in this room. The tunnel. That's weird. Yes, I would like to permanently add tunnel to my drafting pool. What a weird thing. The complete manifest for all of the excavation equipment has been rigorously checked and delivered to the upper branch. After tomorrow, the site will be sealed, and all remaining hardware will be packed up and transported to the original access tunnel for long-term storage. It's unclear if they will also seal that tunnel after our crew has left, but I suspect they may want to keep ready access to the gear, especially now that they've begun operations in the East Mine. A month ago, I believed that the discovery of gemstones in that cavern was directly linked to the closure of this site, but now I'm not so sure. The Baron doesn't seem the type to value shiny baubles over history. Gemstones. That's pretty cool. Anyway.
Yeah.
That was the thing I was coming down here to do when we first discovered that this breaks open. That was the whole original plan.
All right. Well.
Okay. Sorry. Focus. Hey, Salmon, why don't you focus a little bit? Okay. Did we get it? This is the wrong thing. Here we go. Did we get it right? It looks like actually that is right. Amabel.
Good job.
I think we did it right. I'm glad, because actually in practice it would have been a real pain in the ass to set this to different heights around this level. I guess maybe that should have been the conclusive clue.
I hate his stupid hat.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Now, quick. Use your crazy fire laser to burn the house down while you're on the water. Perfectly safe. It's my house. I'll collect the insurance money. So with 56 steps, I think we should have enough to get in and back out then, right? So we can set the water level all the way down, provided that we pull the boiler room.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking of something else about this game. I will say I don't like that we're playing a noble, a member of royalty. I think that sucks ass.
A 14-year-old boy coming into his title and holdings. Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
I mean, there does seem to be some degree of class consciousness around.
Maybe
stuff a little.
Is that a rocket launcher? I'm sorry, you were saying something, but that's a fucking rocket launcher.
Rocket launcher, yeah.
What is going on down here? I'm sorry, please feel free to continue.
No, I mean, I don't. I'm
just looking around. Please feel free.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to absorb the thing we got going on here.
Can't start this up. Huh. Oh, you can't use the magnifying glass as a magnifying glass anymore.
Yeah.
Although who knows if there... It didn't seem like there was anything worth magnifying there. Where is this? It's like a room with spiral stairs?
Yeah, that doesn't look familiar.
It almost looks like the gear room with the pillars and the little things between them. Maybe it's the mechanarium? Mechanarium?
I don't remember it having stairs though.
It doesn't, but it again has that sort of like chambered with the pillars.
Yeah.
Okay, can't actually climb up that. Trying to make sure I don't miss anything. It's very easy to get distracted down here by the fucking artillery and whatever.
Rocket launcher, yeah. And the What'd you call that instrument? That kind of mournful horn. That's. Don't just leave your gun on the table. These are some punk ass revolutionaries.
Okay, well. As cool as this would be, it's too easy to track, literally. I guess robbing the museums or the closed exhibits is what that's talking about. So, this is like a whole heist plan here. It would be easier to read. This text is all technically readable without the magnifying glass, but my face is old and far away from the monitor right now. The thing about my face, Amabel, is that it's quite old.
No, I'm aware, and I'm into that, to be clear.
White, Pharaoh, and Marigold here at 105. 136, 124. Boy, Amabel, they need some precise timing to pull this off. I wonder how they plan to synchronize.
I mean, the classic way to do so is to pick a song and be singing it while you're doing.
Would you like to swing on a star? A sanctum key. It has now been 6 months. 6 months of living in this air-choked cavern of boredom and dread. 6 months since we said our silent goodbyes to our families. 6 months of planning, 6 months of rehearsal, 6 months of heartache, but no regrets. Everyone who knows me intimately thinks I have left the country. Everyone else assumes me dead. And maybe that's all that's left for us. The long walk and steps leading up to the gallows. A steep price to pay for ideals, I concede, but a price that seems somehow cheaper and less cruel than another 2 fortnights bunkered down here beneath the sand and soot. And yet, as I write this, I have never felt so close to the sky in my dreams. Tomorrow we will reclaim our birthright. Tomorrow the crown of Orinda will finally return to Oris. The first step taken is half the journey. May the black shores guide us, Mary. I just can't care about that. I'm sorry.
If the revolutionaries are about restoring a fucking royal house, I'm just
way to use the guise of revolution.
Way to take the wind out of my sails there.
Right. I've never been less excited about a rocket launcher. Huh. That's also a screenshot for sure. Mainway station. Okay, interesting. Well, I mean, unlocks 1 of 8 doors. I don't know what to do with that. 1 of 8 doors. See, the thing is, I'm assuming that key is not permanent, right?
Yeah, we just have to come down here every time to get it.
Well, once we know what it is. The problem is we don't actually want to leave the water level here. We wanted to lower it to the bottom, right?
Yeah. Sanctum key. All right, I think we've seen what there is to see here. Wait, is this sanctum something in this underground complex? I wish we had that map.
Well, I have that map. Let me go look again. I don't believe so. But I could be wrong. Let me go find the map again because I closed it for some reason. No, none of these rooms are called a sanctum.
Okay.
But there are 8 doors around the lever. Right?
The lever in the antechamber?
No, the lever. The lever that opens the door in the antechamber. Right? There are 8 doors there. Doesn't cost us but about 20 fucking minutes to go check. Because they made the hallway really long.
Oh, over here. Right. Yeah.
There aren't 8 doors in the antechamber. What do you think I'm talking about?
I was confused. I forgot about all the doors in here. Oh, so let's get that. Well, hang on. We gotta get that cutscene. We gotta open the.
This key will permanently open one door in the inner sanctum. Yes.
I mean, I guess.
Okay. Oh.
All right.
Well, I guess I'm glad we used the key. But I don't know what to do with this. Have we ever seen anything that looks like this?
No. Well, this is neat.
This is neat. I'm assuming we'll have to find some kind of key somewhere to tell us.
I like this kind of shit. Like I like the puzzles that kind of.
Oh, this is another piece of it. Okay, so there's three pieces to the solution. There's the inner symbols, there's the stuff on the spokes, and then there's the outer wheel.
Yeah,
interesting.
This is cool. Like the other puzzles that we've solved in the house, like they're neat, they're fun, but this thing where it feels kind of inscrutable and mysterious.
Yeah.
And it's a big mechanism thing. That's really cool, and I respond really well to that. So like I don't know what to do with it, but like I like that exists, and like that's I'm eager to engage with more of that, and I'm glad that has been permanently unlocked. Because if that was a thing where we'd have to align the stars to engage with it every time, I would lose my fucking mind.
Yeah. If we do make it to the sanctum, or if we do make it to the antechamber, if we can put that together. By the way, the running shoes are actually like doing work.
Yeah.
We could open we've never been down in the basement with the basement key before. And I do wonder if opening that door would allow us to get the foundation thing working.
Maybe.
And perhaps let us, generate steps differently or something. Like it might make it less of a pain in the ass to go down into the basement.
Yeah, I have some thoughts about the foundation, but I'm gonna reserve them for now.
We've never bought the shop out before. I'm doing it. It's not going to do anything, but we have a lot of money, and I wanted to buy the shop out. Okay, so we go all the way up to the observatory. We did open this door, right? So it's not impossible that we could actually... Right?
Yeah.
Okay, we do have to go through the chapel. Debating whether... I guess we'll have to run past this anyway. There's no reason to worry about it right now. We do want to go into the pool. We do not want to go into the foundation. Okay. So here's hoping. Did we get... No, this is a dead. There's no way to... Well, we can sauna at least.
Yeah.
I'm debating whether it's worth doing anything else to it. We're not going to need to go back in the room that we're in now, but we also can't get the reservoir all the way down without drawing the reservoir again anyway. So, like, I'm kind of thinking maybe we just leave it. Would there be a good reason to pull the water out of the greenhouse?
I don't think so. I don't know.
The pool's right next to us. We never actually have pulled all the water out of the pool.
No.
Right, we tried.
I don't think we can. Can we?
That's a great question. I'm going to put this water back in the reservoir for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we should be able to, because there's room in the reservoir for a little bit more water.
Okay.
So... We had it pulled pretty far down, but not all the way down.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, we can't actually, because we'll
without
dump for that there, and then yeah, because it can't connect to this. Yeah, because it can't connect to the other thing. Okay. Well then, fucking put it back. Let's leave the tanks empty for further play. I'm going to put this back at the level we had it at.
Okay.
At least it's sitting there as like potentially useful in case we want to go back and look at the pictures or whatever. Can't imagine we will, but... Okay, so...
Courtyard and Great Hall.
36 steps left. Yeah, all we do is just try to go to the antechamber. Okay. I don't think there's any reason not to take the den.
To take the den.
I like to take the den, you know.
You're a den critter. You're a denizen.
Aha. Damn it. Well, we certainly have enough keys to just, like, do everything the normal way. It's fine. Billiard room is great. No, wait. Conference room is better. We actually want to get... We'd like to get on to rank 9. Free apple. Yeah, salt that apple. We have a lot of stuff, but we do not have a key card. Conservatory is both the right kind of what?
Okay, but we have broken lever.
But we don't have the battery pack.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the conservatory is both the right kind of thing and also a room we've never been in before. Not allowed
Sad
to dig this because I turned my shovel into a dowsing rod. Drafting locations, West Wing only, garage, West Wing hall, and her ladyship's chamber from south-facing doors. That one's quite specific. The conservatory is only draftable in a corner. The bookshop can only be drafted from the library. Ooh, have we ever seen the master bedroom?
No.
I don't think, yeah, that's interesting. Hey, there's a rook in here.
That's a black rook, it looks like.
Yeah. Not allowed to interfere with the viola. All right, floor plan conservation. You'll be able to permanently adjust the rarity of rates that affect how certain rooms are drawn. Today you may adjust the rarities of the above floor plans. Okay. Standard rooms are of the garden variety, not common enough to be a nuisance and not rare enough to be elusive. I think the courtyard's right about where it ought to be. Right?
Okay.
With it having a gem cost, I'd be a little leery of making it more common.
Yeah.
Although it's probably a better room than the kitchen most of the time. The conference room is unusual. The conference room should be quite common, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just like purely beneficial. I don't know that I want to adjust these other two.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm going to leave them. Okay, I mean, that was interesting. I wonder if the master bedroom is the same deal, if it can only be south-facing doors or whatever. And that's why we haven't seen it. I'm going to use our silver key here. I want to make sure this has a door to the... Yeah, okay, cool. This so much doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, I mean... Yeah. Do you want to go down to the... Oh, right, get the...
Yeah, I'm getting the basement key. This is the end the run, right?
I mean, do you want to draft a couple of rooms off the hallway? Just in case there's something that's interesting.
Yeah, if we pull the walk-in closet, we don't have, like, the coat check, right?
No, we don't.
Okay.
So we can pull passageway and then...
Yeah, we could passageway to coat check. Or we could take the walk-in closet. Well, no, I was going to say take the walk-in closet and try to get something to build in the workshop. But if we can't coat check it, what's the point? So yeah,
Yeah.
I am just going to do that. And in the end, this doesn't even cost us steps because it connects to the conference room. Well, lavatory, I guess. Listen, none of this means anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the same. We aren't going to draft again. Let me take the archives here. I'm just curious about the tools that we have, if any of them might do anything in this space. Because this is a weird room, right?
Yeah.
Okay, nothing on the desk. I know we don't have the file cabinet key.
Nice if we did.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything here. Does anything? Okay.
It'd be nice if certain items carried over.
Yeah.
You need them to solve a puzzle.
So, what are we trying to do? What are we trying to do?
I think at this point we just end the run. We go up to the room.
Yeah. There's no reason to go back to the bedrooms. There's no reason to workshop anything because we wouldn't be able to keep it. So yeah, we're just running to the basement door.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is... Actually, I guess I could have gone through the... Whatever, it's fine. I could perhaps have saved myself a step there. I think if you have your sports shoes on, it should make the gymnasium not affect you. That's my opinion.
Good job. Good opinion having.
Thanks. I learned it from watching you. I never had an opinion or expressed it loudly before you. Salt.
Famously.
Combine salt with face
Oh.
to create delicious face. And then feast on own face.
The thing, viewers, that you may not be aware of is that this is how she talks normally. This is day to day.
Several days later, the police arrive to find a 14-year-old boy dead, having eaten his own face in the parlor of his rich uncle's mansion. What happened here? Well, we put him through an arduous series of puzzles designed to drive him mad, but we could never have known this would be the outcome. Who eats their own face? We did it, Amabel. The door's unlocked. Hooray! Is there anything fun down here? There's a sketch, one sketch, two sketches, an upgrade disc.
Well, we can maybe use that.
Tree and fire, fur and fire. Fur and fire, yes?
Yeah.
What does that mean? That there's an E down here.
Elevator button. That's okay.
Well,
can we get to a computer?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at now. Is the only computer in the thing the security room right now?
Yeah.
So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is going to give us 2 more steps. So effectively 4, 3, 4,
How many?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the answer is no. Even if we don't spend any steps between here and the entrance hall, it'll still... Oh, well, you know what? We haven't entered the boudoir or the guest bedroom since we got the sleeping mask.
Okay.
So that would actually
So
give us 10 additional steps.
so how many steps to
But
get
we'd
us
lose
back to the
some.
entrance hall?
Well, it's variable, unfortunately. Because the shoes do not trigger 100% of the time. So we're just gonna try it, and we'll see how much we got. I would love to score this upgrade disc before we do the thing. Hopefully that was a permanent unlock there that we just did. The shoes do not seem to have kicked in very much. Ah, but they did when we got here. Okay, so if I'm understanding the function of this thing correctly, step in here and gain 5. Step in here and gain 5. And then with the, with the collateral from the extra steps, that was like effectively 7 that we gained. But I think that should be plenty. It's been a weird run.
It's been a weird run. Feels like we've actually accomplished some stuff.
Yeah.
It's always every other run, though.
Yeah. It's always the second run of the episode is the long one. Because otherwise, the videos would be a reasonable length. Ooh, storeroom upgrade. Storeroom's already quite good. Boy, that's a difference. I mean, as much as I love an extra gem, I feel like a lot of the things we haven't yet been able to do are because there are rooms that have things that are very expensive.
Okay.
It's got to be the coins, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that was cool. That was worth some extra effort. Do we have the steps necessary to end the thing in the antechamber? No, I think the gymnasium's going to kill us. Let us in.
Well, I mean, running shoes might.
Yeah, I'm going to try. Ugh. Yeah, this won't be enough.
What if you if you unlock that door?
2.
And go up through the...
2 is the number of steps I have.
What if you don't lose any steps? Because of your shoes.
Is it the shoes? Oh. No. Go.
Oh!
I touched it. I touched the door. It doesn't matter. I'm sure there's
That
nothing.
should count.
I mean, count for what? I'm sure nothing happens.
The door should count.
Count for what?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm sure nothing happens. How many total steps did we spend that day? 134. Not bad. And we sauna'd.
Yeah. So the next episode's going to be...
So we have 90 steps on the next run. What are we going to do with them? I have no fucking idea. But I do know that that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Amabel.
Yeah.
Look at how impressive our manor is.
I've always been impressed by your manner.
Thank you. When you come back next time, we're gonna power this pump room. It's going to happen eventually. It can only hide from us for so long. I do appreciate that the pool is like trying now. It feels like the pool is at least attempting to show up more often. But still, like we had to pull a lot of rooms in that house before we got there. So yeah, when you come back next time, that's what we're still going to be focused on, and maybe we'll continue to accidentally solve other problems along the way. And we'll see you then.